Good morning, everyone. Welcome to assignment 2. That's a part of the Living from the Heart online class. I'm recording today, as you can see, from inside an old barn that's on the property where I live. Right outside the barn there's a very active creek that you can probably hear. I realize the sound quality is not so good because of that. I hope it's pleasing rather than annoying. Let me know if you have any feedback. I'm in here because it's just easier for me and more convenient to get out of the sun and out of the wind. It's especially difficult, I'm finding, to find a place outside where the sunlight doesn't shine off my bald head. So anyway, this is a nice spot to be for me. So let me know if it's distracting to have the creek in the background and the distortion that happens a little bit because of the sound. Let me know. But we'll go for this for now. So we're going to do another guided imagery. So if you would, get yourself into a guided imagery position of your choosing. As I said last time, it's okay to lie down if you would like to. Just if you're sleepy and you might be inclined to drift off, you might want to consider sitting up. But however you choose to be, whether lying down or sitting up, see if you can get into a place that feels where you can be comfortable and yet alert at the same time. I'll give you a moment or two to accomplish that. Okay, and so we'll begin as we did last time with the attention on the breath. So turn your attention to your breath and your breathing. And notice all of the different places where you experience the breath. Feel your breath as it enters your body and fills your body and leaves your body. Notice the subtle sensation of the breath as it moves in and out through your nostrils or through your mouth. Notice how your chest rises and falls, and how your abdomen moves in and out. See if there are any subtle movements of your body as you breathe, as the breath moves in and out of your body. A swaying, maybe, if you're sitting up. An even subtler movement on the floor if you're lying down. See if you can be fully with your breath and with your breathing right now. And allow yourself to just be here in the experience that you're having. Knowing that there's no right or wrong way to do this exercise. Just open yourself up to whatever experience you may have and see what you can see. And know that whatever happens today, as a result of doing this exercise, will be exactly what's right for you. We've been talking about and practicing with being in a place of heart-centered awareness in the class. See if you can allow yourself to settle in to a place of heart-centered awareness right now. A place where there's nothing wrong, where there's nothing to do or accomplish, where you can just be, where you can be fully who or what you are right now in this moment. See if you can let go of any concerns that you might have brought into the exercise. Anything that's been on your mind. You can pick it up later if you want to, once the exercise is over. But see if you can let go of the content of your life right now, whatever that may be, and allow yourself to just be here right now in the process of life. The process of life just unfolding as it does moment by moment. Allow your body to relax as much as it is willing to right now. If you have any turbulent sorts of emotions going on, see if you can breathe into those emotional states. Just allow them to be here without judgment, without trying to make anything different. See if you can just be with your experience as it is, right here, right now. And now I'm going to ask you to go to a place in your imagination. And as you do, as you follow me, just see where it goes. There isn't any need to monitor your experience or to try to make it turn out a certain way. Just allow it to go where it will and follow me where I take you. Okay. If you will, allow to arise in your mind right now a time when you were not in a place of heart-centered awareness. A place, in the language that I use, within conditioned mind, within the patterns that you learn to adopt as a way to survive in this world. Perhaps this was some time of trouble that you reacted to. And it could be big or little. It could be a big happening. It could be a tiny little thing that just happened earlier in the day. Perhaps it was a time when you felt frustrated or upset in some way or angry and were identified with those states. Perhaps you felt lonely or lost or deprived or left out. Perhaps something that was going on and you felt sad as a result, and you were identified with some story that was causing the sadness. Just see what arises right now to work with for this exercise. And then once you have something, allow yourself to go into that experience, into that memory. Remember in a felt sense what it was like to be in that place in yourself. Remembering the circumstances, the things that were going on around you, whatever they might have been. And look to the experience that you had while you were in this place, outside of center, in relationship to whatever was going on. See if you can be there in this moment to some degree, re-experiencing that time. Okay, and now, as I did in the last exercise, I'm going to ask you some questions about this state. And as I do, just allow the answers to arise in your experience. There's no need to think about them, no need to analyze what arises. Just see what arises in response. In this conditioned state, what is your relationship with your body? How do you experience your body in this place outside of alignment with life? Are you in your body or are you somewhere else? How do you experience your emotional state here in this place? And notice where you look for that information. Where do you look to find out your emotional state and how you relate to it? Consider, what is this thing that we call emotion in your experience in this place? How does whatever emotion you're experiencing contribute to this state of being outside of center, if it does? And now, if you will, check in with your mind and the thoughts in your mind. So, first off, just the general state of your mind. How would you describe that? Again, you're in this place of a conditioned reaction to something. You're in your stuff, as they say. What's the state of your mind? For me, when I'm in an identified conditioned state, my mind is tense. It's really tight. It's closed, and so on. How would you describe your experience? And now look to the thoughts that are in your mind, the content of your mind. What kind of thoughts are there? See if you can tune into your thoughts, kind of like you're hearing a radio playing. And just hear what the thoughts are, what the self-talk is that's going on in relationship to whatever is happening in your circumstances. How would you say your thoughts contribute to your identification in this state outside of center and in conditioned mind? What is the role of your thoughts, in other words, in relationship to this place that you're in? Okay, next question. What is your relationship to the will in this place? In the conversation in the class after the previous exercise, we talked about the difference between an individual egocentric will and a divine will, or life's will. Where are you in that spectrum here, in this place? What is your relationship with desire and wanting things? If there is desire present, what do you want? And how do you know you want what you want? Where does that information come from? And now, lastly, who are you in this place? You don't need to answer that question intellectually or conceptually, but more experientially. Who are you? What does it feel like to be you? Who is this you in your experience in this conditioned place? Okay, now whenever you feel ready to let that go, do let that go. And return your attention to your breath and your breathing. Feel your breath entering and leaving your body. See if you can relax around the breath and just allow your body to breathe. If you're able, see if you can allow yourself to return to that place of heart-centered awareness. And just be there for a moment. Just be. And take a couple nice, long, deep breaths, please. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. I'm going to embed a link to this video in an email like I did last time that has just a bit more information for you. I will also list out the questions that I asked so that you can answer them. And I'm also going to make a video about meditation so that any of you who are unfamiliar with meditation practice, and specifically with the way, there's a specific way I would like for people in the class to sit, a particular technique to use that will support the work we're doing. If you're unfamiliar with that, then I will ask you to watch this other video so you get a sense of how to practice. I want the work that we're doing in the class that involves all this language and this communication and back and forth to be supported by, a practice of meditation, even if it's small, that you can fit into your day that will support the work we do. Okay? So keep an eye out for that. I'll send that out in a separate post of some kind. Okay, thanks again for your attention. Thanks for your willingness to practice in this way. I'm really enjoying the responses people are putting in. Keep them up. And feel free to, post questions or comments of any kind so that we can continue our conversation in the class. Thanks for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful day.